Well, I've got a vent today. It started with a good day. It's the afternoon right now. Now, me and my partner right now are in two separate houses in the one city. So usually somebody will have an Airbnb, somebody else will have an Airbnb. We'll have like one or two rental places between each other. We just have houses basically around different areas of the world. But if we're not staying there for too long, then we'll just rent out something long term for an Airbnb. Anyways, point is, we live separately. We live separately right now. She's in a separate house. And I've started doing this. I was like, look, let's spend the evenings together. Let's, punch through the day. Let's spend the evenings together. And then in the morning, we'll wake up. And in the morning, she wakes up and I wake up. She wakes up earlier than me. She puts on her face, reads a book while I sleep, because I haven't been getting up early enough yet. And she wakes me up at 6 a.m. Anyway, we go for a coffee. We go to the gym for a coffee. Calories are low, right? Calories are really low, and there's a lot of exercise in front of us. So we end up sitting there and we had a coffee. And while we're having this coffee, we get into a business chat around strategy. Suddenly an hour's gone by and we're like, oh, I don't know, maybe let's have another coffee and then we'll go. Anyway, another 1.5 hours. She's now over caffeinated and she's literally on her period at the moment. So she bursts into tears. Her cortisol is really high and it's just causing a panic or an anxiety. She's been hitting it really hard as well the past sort of 10 days. And I'm there and I decide to do legs and I'm like, hey, well, if you're not working out right now, you're not freaking out, come watch me. When other people watch me, I find that just in somebody else watching you perform, you begin to perform your best. Now, that isn't for everybody, right? But my model was that how do you fit in? Well, you just outwork everybody and you try and get to the top. So therefore, if somebody's watching me, I perform better. Anyway, I do leg press, and for me, today was a record. It was 7 plates on each side. Now, I know there's people that lift really heavy. They lift with knee braces. They lift with, cool. What we're talking about is like a leg press clean knee all the way to the ears. Like almost like ready to get if I swung that way, So all the way to the knees and all the way back, and I refer to we because me, myself, and I, right? I think that's a cool mental model, actually. I always go, we bring the energy. We bring the, no worries, we'll be there soon. We is like me, myself, I, my consciousness, my body, my whole spirit. It means we will persevere. And a we has more power than I. So I refer to myself as we. Some people go they, them. I always refer to myself, not always, but we, me, myself, and I, we're going to show up and we're going to perform really well. Anyway, I'm there, 7 plates per side, so 140 kilos each side, 280 plus the leg press itself, 60, so probably 340. And I started a bit less, and that was definitely a PB, but we're talking clean 10 reps, and it felt good. My legs didn't even hurt that much, but there was a serious strain on my heart and my brain. And to be honest, the rest of my workout was garbage. It felt like I was in a minor anxious panic attack. And 2-3 hours later, I'm still lying in my bed. I have to come home here, lie in my bed, and I'm lying there and I'm like, oh, like my heart is hurting and my whole body. I just want to nap. And that's when I know I've lifted too heavy. So it's interesting. I lift heavy for as heavy as I can go with clean reps, like 10, 12 reps, rarely. Some people believe in it, some people don't believe in it. I can tear muscles and give them hypertrophy or make them grow really efficiently. And I know a lot of heaviness and there's a lot to do with ego, a lot to do with this, but sometimes I like throwing it in the mix, right? It keeps your heart healthy, keeps your thing healthy. I'm not that person that goes, oh, how much do you bench? How much you do that? Because that doesn't actually equate to how large your muscles are, right? Anyway, so I did that, lifted heavy, and now I feel like my central nervous system is like, whoa, tapped. Like I was like, I cannot do anything more today. It's like it feels like I've really just fucked it. Which isn't bad. It was kind of cool to lift a PB. It wasn't bad. But we're living in separate houses, and this early morning wake up when I feel like I'm going straight from her house to the gym, and I've got my at-home bag which has my shorts, my pre-workouts in it, my creatine, my electrolytes, my potassium salts, my towels, my this, and I'm walking from her house to her. And when I'm onto the gym in a calorie deficit, I feel like I'm about to go for it. And today, I feel like I'm just a visitor at her house, then going to the gym, and I didn't have that energy quite to it, and I wasn't dialed in as I'd like to be myself. And it's all about context switching. It's how good you are at context switching. Context switching is related to how quickly can you go from one task to another task, and the two tasks are completely different. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube teaches us context is like switch, change, switch, change, switch, change. And because there's so many context changes, we're unable to get really deep on a thing, and we get bored and we just move on, but we never get deep or get present in the context that we're in. So let's call gym or working out one context. Let's call being a good boyfriend or being a partner and being in a relationship and waking up with a partner a different context. And that change of context is like, there needs to be a bit of time. And when I walk to the gym or when I arrive to the gym, I've already got music playing, I'm psyching myself up, I've already prepared myself for this context, and I feel that when I arrive there, I can arrive really deep. So tomorrow I'm going to try a new thing. I'm still going to stay at her house, but I'm going to then go to mine, then do some of my work, some of my business work around the morning time. Then I'm going to pop that on pause. Well, stop that, right? I'm going to finish one context. Then I'm going to stop that thing there. Then I'm going to have my coffee, have my water, have my pre-workout, and prepare myself for the gym context, and then alone walk to the gym and go straight to the weight room. And if I do that, I'm managing the context to be completely like one way, and it'll be a more effective workout. And because nobody will be watching me, my ego won't kick in, and I won't try and go for a PB. I was aware that my ego kicked in. I was like, hey, this is going to help my ego. I'm going to try lift really heavy. Can you watch me and just say how amazing I am if it's something incredible? I said, what do you think is impossible? And she goes, I don't know, 5 plates. And I did 6, and then I did 7 on each side. Anyway, that's the whole story. The whole story is I'm feeling like I'm not moving fast enough because I had to do no cardio today. I feel like I'm all over the shop, and I hate this beard. I want to grow it out because I want to see what the beard looks like now. The last time I grew it out was like 5 years ago. And I don't care. Like, my business isn't related to my personal image. I actually, present value. Like, I wrote a book. It's a great book. I sell hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of items a month outside of the book. They have nothing to do with me either. They're their own businesses in their own right. So me personally, I can just rock out. I don't give a shit. Like, be you, be whatever, right? But this beard personally for me, and feeling like I'm a little off with what I said I'm exactly planned to do, is no good. So to be honest, I'm pissed off. Where I actually am is I'm pissed off and I'm over it. I'm over not being the top of the pack. We are animal beings. We are genuinely animal beings, right? I mean, we think that we've got all this consciousness, this brains and stuff, but really we've evolved from animals. And when you're walking around, start looking people in the eyes, and the people that you dart away from, but they keep looking at you, generally speaking, they're a bit higher in the animal rankings. We can sort of feel it. We can feel one's confidence level compared to somebody else's confidence levels. And then you'll find, for example, if you can see a criminal, you'll be able to match their eyes, and they'll usually be overconfident and they'll keep staring or whatever. And that confidence is because, well, they're a criminal or they might be violent, so they do feel in the animal rankings higher than you, because they might try and, stab you or kill you, but you won't stab and kill them, so therefore they're high. Now, I don't want to be better than criminals. I don't want to have a higher animal rankings than them. Well, maybe I do. I don't know, but I wouldn't ever do anything that bad to a human being ever. So, point is I am over being not the top. And I don't think I've been honest with myself of what this bulk has done to me, or what me just chilling out for sort of a year. And I've been running my businesses, they've been good, but I've been pretty much retired. Everything runs by itself. And I've been just taking a break, working on my relationship, which has been really good. But it's something, it's a person that is very similar to me. So it's very tough. It feels like a lot of her issues are my issues, and a lot of my issues are her issues. And I'm like, you do the same thing, and now I'm saying that I do the same thing, and I'm going to stop that, and you should stop that. And anyway, that's a story for another day. Point is, I'm changing my routine. And the mental model that I want you to get from this, and why I'm sharing this, is I'm focusing on how I feel throughout this cut or throughout this really extreme shred. And it is my feelings most of the time that will determine my outcome or how I feel. Like, I can act even if I feel like I don't want to, but I want to see something and set up my day in a way that it flows nicely and I get maximum performance and maximum output of wherever I am. That's what I'm working on. I wish I was better. Like, I'd wish I was already better. I wish I could go like, bye babe, and just turn around, context switch, and be like, now let's go! But I'm not that. So at the moment, well, I'm not that. I don't not identify with that. Currently, it's very bad to identify yourself as something, because then you're putting in like label words for your subconscious mind. Currently, I am not performing at my highest context switching ability. So I'm making it easier for myself. But really, here I'm committed to you. I'm making a decision from here on in. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop playing small, and it's time to really maximize capacity in both the financial sense, in both the physique sense, and it's time to go all in. Instead of being like, I'm just going to do a little bit and then chill out, how about I'm going to do all of it and not chill? Obviously, we're still, like I've said in my previous video, I'm still yinning, right? So the yin energy I'm still bringing, the calming energy I'm still bringing, but that's part of maxing it out, because I need to calm myself down so I can perform highly. Anyway, thanks for letting me share. I hope you're going well. And the mental model for today is be aware to how you feel during your day, and put things in the day, whether it be your exercise, whether it be your food, whether it be that works for you. Don't continue doing something which makes you feel off. Yeah, you can be the man or you can be the woman and you can be like, I can do it anyway. But realistically speaking, it's not going to help you by doing stuff that is emotionally taxing for you all the time. Put it somewhere else where it's a little bit easier. Anyway, hopefully I don't look homeless for too much longer or something happens, but no more playing small. Hope you're well. See you tomorrow. Peace.